Alright, so just like last time, this is a topic I actually really care about, so I feel it's worth making a video for it. In a new Ask Riot post, it discussed the possibility of increasing the number of bans. There was some beating around the bush and such, but ultimately it went nowhere. Basically, Riot is worried that increasing the number of bans would limit the champions you can play, and that too many bans would make it impossible to deal with certain champions, a statement I find incredibly stupid, of course. They would likely only increase the number of bans if they feel it would help promote team diversity and give birth to some interesting team compositions. The idea they've had at the office is to give everyone in the team one ban, effectively 5 bans per team. I actually strongly agree with this one for reasons I'll go over in a bit. Still, it seems they are nowhere near close to deciding whether or not to implement this yet. I for one strongly feel we need more bans. Hell, Dota 2's ban system is incredible and it promotes at least half of each composition's heroes being different due to how the ban phase is broken up into 2 parts. I've even been told that they're thinking of increasing it to 12 bans and they have less characters than League. Frankly, at this point, League is in desperate need of this simply to mix up the champion lineups we see often. For starters, the argument that it would make it difficult to deal with certain champions is silly given that with more bans you can just eliminate a champion from the pool, nor can you ban every other champion that can deal with them. The idea that it would make it harder for people to pick who they want is silly too, since people shouldn't limit their champion pool either way, and it is a competitive game mode after all. It's almost insulting when you think about it, as they don't want to encourage competitive strategy in favor of casual decision making. It's ranked after all, not hand-holding time. That also reminds me of the last time this was brought up, and Riot argued that they don't want competitive players to be banned out or fan favorite picks to be denied due to having more bans. I found that silly considering competitive players should be able to adapt anyways, and shouldn't be limited to just a couple of champions. Either way, it's not like in solo queue players give that much of a damn about making smart bans. Players will just ban the most powerful champions of the patch or those they personally despise playing like they do now. However, I strongly feel we need more bans simply to fix the gaping frustration that the new Champion Select has created. Right now in Champion Select, being first pick and second pick is really detrimental and frustrating. Ban powers have been relegated to the last players of each team despite the fact that they, while having the least chance of picking who they want, have all the advantage in Champion Select. In the past, first pick would get power of all the bans, but in exchange they trade in the safety of their pick. First pick has to make their choice blind and hope they don't get countered, or that they make the right ban so their choice becomes a strong one. Meanwhile, the last picks had the power of information and could counterpick or make choices that wouldn't just get stomped by what was already taken. That dynamic has completely shifted, and now first and second pick just get royally fucked. Not only do they have no control over what can be denied in Champion Select, but they have to go in purely blind. If you're a player who really cares about team composition and you have a sensitive role like jungler or support, then you are truly screwed as first pick. I dread being first pick as a jungler because the number of first pick junglers is very limited, or perhaps your teammates pick some screwed up composition that only a proper jungler could have rectified. God help you if you're top lane first pick, as that's the role that can be fucked by the enemy composition and your own team's composition. I know that champion swapping can help this out a bit, but not everyone is cooperative or has every champion or is even present during Champion Select. This is pure luxury, but if Riot implemented a highlight system that would indicate to you if your teammates own a champion when you highlight them, that would be great. If you hover over Jarvan, then those teammates who own him will have their names glow or something. This could help the issues that trading has, since communicating with teammates can be a struggle during that period. But still, like I said, this is purely a luxury and I'm just sort of throwing that out there. Even if Riot doesn't want to increase the number of bans, they should just let first and second pick get a ban and the fourth and fifth get nothing. Again, they already have the advantage of making the safest of picks, so they should return the love back to the risky first picks. Anyhow, let me know what you think in the comments below. I strongly feel Riot is being illogical about its screwing with the competitive aspect of the game, and it's probably because implementing it with our current client is difficult. Having more bans will help the game out and may bring out more champion diversity if done right, and would definitely help a lot of solo queue frustrations and headaches. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. This channel is supported by my sponsors, Crunchyroll and Loot Crate. Check out the description below for links to the websites. Signing up for any trials, including Crunchyroll's free anime trial, greatly supports my channel. Also remember to give the video a like to support the channel and subscribe if you haven't yet. I've also made a Patreon now, and if you wish to support me through that medium, then I welcome it.